We've been back from Scotland about 1.5 days and we're now off to Devon on one of my jobs. And look, the weather's turned. We're getting a bit of water, a bit of rain that we do need. Those of you that follow our channel will know that we are regularly driving past Stonehenge, or the Henge as we call it, and we never stop, we fly by. But we thought, park and pay by phone. But this time we've actually stopped. So we're having a little trip to the Henge on the way to Devon and Cornwall. What are you looking at?
Guess what row we're in?
So, for those who've never been, this looks like the tickety place, and I think with some toilets, which they have got, which is pretty needed. Their indoors is beaten off. Oh, that is amazing. Right, well, we've come into the exhibition bit that's heaving with what can only be told as foreign visitors to the lovely Henge, but 30 quid to get in if you're an adult. I don't think it's worth that, so it's forcing you to join as a member, but that is expensive. Here's a board showing what many people think they were for. Owen doors, not a Scooby-Doo. The way they think they might have hauled them, I think it's spacecraft myself. And these are a depiction of the dwelling houses, or the mud huts I'd call it, that Irving Dawes still lives in today. Haven't moved forward. Well, we've got a little bus trip thrown in for your 30 quid. Now, the shuttle bus will take you all the way from the car park and the visit centre, or you can walk it, but that looks a blinking long way to me. Is that where we just came? That is a long way to walk. The first comment I would make is you get closer than we thought. I think they must have put supports in it. I don't know. So there is the Henge, and I didn't realise you could get this close. I really didn't. No, that is very close, isn't it? Quite magnificent, really. If you stand and commune a while. So I asked one of the guys what was the most stupid question he'd ever been asked, and apparently it was, did they rise up out of the ground like teeth? What can you say? Like a volcanic eruption of teeth? Well, what can you say? Yeah, wait a minute. Go and do a jump.
No, I'm not jumping.
Go and do that. More view of the Stones and the Henge, and this weird one looks like it's got a face on it. So here's the line of the sunset and sunrise, and that stone is obviously in line with it. And Owen Dawes is just vaguely looking. We've gotten the bus taking us back, and we're on the back seat, gang, like we used to be at school. Get on the back seat of the school bus, you had somebody there. Not the weather we used to. We're rocked up in Oakhampton. I've been and done my job, and we're paying for the car park, and we're going to go and have an old Wetherspoons. We like the Wetherspoons, but raining. We ain't any rain for a month, I reckon, where we've been, but we need it. We're rocked up in the old Widdies, and everything in here is you get with an alcoholic drink or soft drink. I'm having Diet Coke, large mixed, beautiful. Well, Owen Dawes being a piggy winkle has got us going back to the Witherspoons for the breakfast with unlimited coffee and mocha. Nice. We're heading off to Clovelly. We're on the smallest roads, and there was torrential rain all day yesterday, just for one day, and there's floods and all sorts going on. And we are what you might describe as on the very small Cornwall / Devon country roads. Right. You always know when you're on a small road when you've got grass in the middle of the road. Still where we live we've got some of that going on, but there you go. Right, well we've got on a better road now, heading down to CLOVELLY. And the sun is up there a little bit, but I don't know if there's going to be any rain, but if there is, it don't want it. We've rocked up at CLOVELLY and there's a decent car park in here, and we haven't had to pay at the moment, so what's that all about? We had to pay a significant wonga getting to Polperro, but seemingly not CLOVELLY, but we don't know yet. What do you reckon though indoors? Do you think we'll have to pay?
See how you pay to get into a village?
Right, the reason there was no charge for the car park is because it's £9.90 per adult to get into the village, which is curious, but I think it is worth it. No indoors is, I don't know, faffing about as usual. We're walking down an incredibly steep walking down place into CLOVELLY, and already looks rather beautiful up the coast there. Donkey sables. There indoors a bit of an old donkey. So this is one of the viewpoints right at the top of the cobbled street, which looks lethal when wet. Don't come here with any unsuitable shoes, I can assure you. So this is the rickety old cobbles. As I say, I imagine when wet, slippery as hell I should think. They do warn you about it. CLOVELLY, the jewel of Devon. Here's one lovely little cottage, number 3. Found a little seat, very beautiful. Only a few days ago we was in Scotland, now we're far south virtually. So indoors, don't know where she is, I ain't got a clue. Absolutely beautiful. You've got all these lovely woods, and we're seeing it in spring, into the valley that forms CLOVELLY. And of course we've found this little spot here. It's rather nice. The bluebells are starting to come out. It's lovely. It's been a lot of rain, as we said last night, but the sun is in the valley. Beautiful. The wind's going right over the village. Yeah, it's rather nice. Let's walk back here where our indoors is sitting, and we'll head on down into the village. Again, £9.90 to get in, but my goodness, I think it's well worth it. The view down from the halfway mark, rather lovely. Pity about all the scaffolding. Oh, crept to the back of the pub.
Methodist Church.
Where?
There, look, down this little thing.
Oh, as I said, pity about the scaffold. Down this high road is the entrance to the fisherman's cottage, apparently. Ah, fisherman. That's a film you want to watch if you get the chance. The fishing party.
Museum and shop.
So we're inside the fisherman's cottage. It's quite nice actually. A lovely balcony. The day's turned out lovely actually. Charles Kingsley Museum. It always appears to have bought something. Oh dear. Wasn't authorised. Having ourselves a little old sit on a seat. Donkey Shoe Cottage, that one. We want Donkey Plop Cottage really. Another little nook, pretty little nook. Oh, she's going in the post office. Going in there for? It said to me that it's difficult enough walking down, but we've got to walk all the way up again. How did I not realise that, Mr. Thicky? Must be surely getting to the beach. Lobster from the Bay of the Plate, $29.95. Wonder who indoors didn't want that. Do you want lobster? And there, see it's low water, you've got the harbour. And up the coast. And this rather little cottage, beautiful cottage here, and possibly the best view in the village. Must have got that excavator here by sea, I reckon. Hairpin Harry on the footpath. Well, I've just thrown my little mini free pro drone, and it really was fighting against the wind up there, going up that valley. So I'm sitting here having a moment because it stressed me, but I have got it back in the bag and hopefully some half decent video. So indoors, scrabbling over the bad ankle country this is. You can do your ankle easily, but we want to get over and see the waterfall. A bit of a scrabble. Look at this North Cornwall coast. There's some people out there swimming, look.
No.
There it is.
What
One of
about?
those two boys. Look how
boys.
calm it is. And here we've eventually made it to the waterfall. Thundering away it is. So there's her indoors getting cooled by the spray of the waterfall. Hoping I could get some rainbow, but no, there's not. That's an interesting sort of place that you could easily fall in from. We have some little stone heaps, I don't know if they're called cairns, that people have made. I know indoors it's just scrabbling. This is a scrabble. Just goes to show how useless people are on two legs on shifting stone. Not good. Interesting view for lunch with the, well, yes.
I've got to take this off, I'm sweltering.
Oh, an old pie we have. The old boy's pointing up a little bit the old slipway for the lifeboat. Very low water. I think we can get up this way. And this expels the myth, a road down and cars. And a bit of seeded fence work, puffing the boulders from down there and tipping them there. And it isn't too bad, but yeah, also a bit knackering. Well, we've walked all the way up there, and now our indoors has got to go and look at an old donkey. Mother years ago went down there on a donkey apparently. I'm knackered. And there we have an old donk. Hello, mate.
Oh, you've come for tea time. Oh, Bert.
Having moved on from Clovelly, we've rocked up here at Bideford. Rather nice. Sun's shining again. Sun shines on the righteous, of course. Big bridge over there, and you can see the tides out. Oh, that does your ears. The tides. Well, I think they're still rushing out. How odd. The inevitable massive shite hawk. Hello shite hawk, you're going to be on YouTube. You don't like it, camera shy. Look at the flow under that sort of, well, it is a bridge, but my goodness, you won't get many boats under there. And the shiznit that's coming down the river, we've had a lot of rain here. There's been a certain amount of flooding overnight, so I think this is flow as opposed to tide. Don't know. There's a big thing about Tarka the Otter, which of course was the story, the book, and there's the Tarka Trail. Yeah, interesting. More shite hawks basking in the sun. Don't know if you can see it because of the sun. There's quite an incredibly ornate building there. Several others. Yeah, interesting. Right, well that's us finished on this little vlog. Thanks for watching on another trip to Devon, and see you on the next one. Not such a nice morning, but not. We're long on our way back from Devon now, and had to visit another project of mine off the M25 in a place called Haywards Heath. We've rocked up at this little place here called Withy's, what is it called? Withy Pit Pond. So we thought we'd stop and have a bit of lunch. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Her indoors is looking, I think she wants the toilet. Right one here.